you saw the same thing I saw. We started out just wobbly. On offense in the first half, it really all started with the snaps. For whatever reason, early in the game, we were just tippy-toeing around, just kind of wobbly. And offense, we had a lot of mistakes in the first half, a lot of mistakes. Just things that, surprise you that happened. Going in, you ask, are we going to be better on defense? First half, definitely not. We're going to be able to throw it and take advantage of big plays? Definitely not. We had Reese White open on a wheel route early in the game for probably a 60-yard touchdown. Couldn't get the ball there. Down 24-7, I think it was at the half. Just unacceptable performance in the first half. Their head coach got their guys ready to play, and our head coach here didn't get the guys ready to play. It's that simple. Second half, I think we showed a little bit more of the potential we have. Really seized the momentum of the game. They couldn't stop us in the second half. We got a couple stops on defense, obviously the 4th and goal. And then there at the end, we get a 3 and out. Made 2 critical mistakes. The game's 24-24. We have momentum. There's just a little bit of difference between Cole Gauchi running that triple option and Clayton Mitchum. And we fumbled the ball on 3rd down, with Jarrell Presley, and actually had a heck of a play. That's the difference between winning and losing right there. We put the ball on the ground, and then, at the end of the game, gambling back there on the punt return. And honestly, I take responsibility for that. He's a young guy. We probably, I wouldn't call timeout in that situation. But he was a little bit late getting out there. He was a little bit discombobulated, and he fumbled the ball. So, a heck of a game, 2 evenly matched teams. I give them a lot of credit. They're a big, strong offensive football team with a couple really good backs. They've got a veteran quarterback. They've got big receivers. I think they're a good offensive team. I think they've made some improvements on defense. I think we have the potential to make some improvements on defense, but the first half was really disappointing. So, we're 0-1. We've got Arizona State coming in next week, but more important than that, we've got to improve. So I'm disappointed, but I'm not discouraged. We just have to get better. Cole pulled the other hamstring, which was a shame. He was. We were really at the point they couldn't stop us. They couldn't stop us. And then Cole goes out of the game, and we struggled just a little bit. Clayton Mitchum took the sack, which was you just don't take a sack at the end of the game like that. Throw the ball away. We played hard. We came out in the second half and took it to them. We just made too many mistakes. And they deserve to win the game. They deserve to win that game. Okay, Rick.
Bob, should Davie have fielded that?
Well, you put your heels on the 10-yard line. Obviously we're going to get the ball back and try to go win the game. You don't want to get pinned down inside. I think it was probably about the 7-yard line maybe where I was standing. I take responsibility for that. It's his first time really returning punts for us. I hate to let that ball roll down inside the 1-yard line or something. The kid did a heck of a job punting that ball. He put the nose of the ball down, and no one feels worse than Damian Gamblin right now. Nobody feels worse than Jarrell Presley. Jarrell Presley came up during the game at the end there and apologized to me. And Damian Gamblin, I told the team that that's really the coach's fault, not his fault. And he stood up and said, "No, coach, quit it. It was my fault." But you don't get them back. You just hopefully you can learn from those situations and move on. You guys all know what it is. You put your heels at the 10-yard line. You don't back up. But sometimes when that ball's floating up there, you have to make a decision, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I'd like to have seen what happened at the end of that game.
You said the team was wobbly early on in the first half. Why do you think that
I don't know. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. I thought we would. They had something to do with it. I mean, I give them credit. They are. I mean, they're a big, physical, offensive team, and they've got a quarterback that's played a lot of football. We had some busts early in the game, which I thought we would on defense. We had a couple little things. The couple passes they hit on us in the first half actually were busts. We got 2 sophomore corners out there, and Daniel Henry played a lot. No excuse. We just couldn't get any confidence. We couldn't get any rhythm on offense. It was just we could not get any rhythm. And honestly, a part of it on offense was the snaps. I mean, the snaps were high, then they were low, then they were, it was just, we really didn't get our cleats in the ground until the second half. But I don't know why. I really don't.
Coach, how is Cranston Jones?
Not good. It's an elbow injury. We'll know more. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it is. I think, what do we end up with, Cranston and Cole? And, Wiggins took a shot in the thigh, but came back and played some. And,
With Cole, is that something you expect him to be out for a while? Or might be back?
it's the other hamstring. He hurt one in the spring. It's the opposite hamstring. I mean, the kid, he's sick. He just came up to me. I mean, he's sick over it. I doubt that he plays next week. And, then we have the open date. Maybe he'll be back.
Coach, you said that you had him turned around for the second half. What in particular got it going? I know that first possession you guys just came out and looked like a different
Yeah,
team.
we just, we played. We played like we're capable of playing. It wasn't any X and O things. It was just go play. Get your feet on the ground and go play and quit tippy-toeing. I mean, I don't know why. Particularly our offense. The defense, I thought maybe they would, those backs are good. We've got some young guys in there. We had some busts. I wasn't totally shocked by the success they had on offense, but I was kind of shocked of how wobbly we were on our offense. I don't know what.
Defensively, can you take something good out of the third, fourth quarter and went back to line of scrimmage a little bit?
At least we had a little fire. At least we had a little emotion. But, it's frustrating. It's frustrating to watch, but, I think we can get better. They ran that little bunch toss on us, almost embarrassingly well. You knew it was coming. I think we hung in there. We played a lot of guys on defense. We played a lot of young guys. And I've been around, a lot of times, like the goal line stand. Just that one stop can kind of give you enough confidence to kind of, jump that thing forward. I thought we did a couple things on defense okay. It wasn't as good as I quite honestly thought it was going to be.
Is the offense going to be, if Cole is out, that much different with Clayton in there?
You see the difference. It's that much difference running the triple. And that's a big difference. That's a big difference. We had some opportunities there at the end. I think you'll see LaMar Jordan some. We were going to get LaMar Jordan in there tonight. So it doesn't change significantly. It's just the execution in the option game isn't quite as crisp. And the other thing you notice, Clayton, they're different styles. Clayton goes down pretty easy. You saw a couple times there in the end. Somebody will reach out and knock Clayton Mitchum down, and they're not going to reach out and knock Cole down. Clayton did a couple good things, made a couple throws, and we had a couple catches there at the end. But taking that sack was just, you just can't take that sack at the end of the game.
Coach, how disappointing is it when, I know how you felt like this might be a year or maybe
Well, let's not, it's one game, right?
Right.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. We got one football game. It was a heck of a game. Probably about like the game was last year. Two teams that are fighting, two teams I think are improving. It's one game. It's one game.
Coach said he thought the first half offensively you guys were a little wobbly, was the word he described. Is that how you described it? And if so, what was the problem?
I definitely, agree with Coach that, we didn't come out the way we should have. It started with me. I had a few bad snaps, And I mean, those kind of things will definitely those can kill a play right from the start. And I mean, there was just a couple of little things that we just messed up execution wise. You just hate to see a start like that to just put you behind so much. I mean, but overall, I mean, I'm just proud of the way that, I mean, we came back and fought hard at the end.
Would you say it was a case of nerves because, you guys want to do so well and then there's all this talk of improvement and all this stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the times, I mean, I've seen it so many of these years before. I mean, you get so excited before the game, and all you want to do is play hard that sometimes, you forget about the little things. You forget about technique and stuff like that. And I mean that happens. And I mean, I know that's something that I should have learned from by now, and it's something that I promise will never happen again.
In the second half, the offense, picked it up. What was just the difference?
I mean, I think we just when we came out as an offense, I was just in the huddle. I was telling everybody just to, just calm down and just stay focused. Because I mean, I feel like as offense, you can't just go out there with your head on fire. It's a lot more things that we have to think about. And I think once we stayed calm and we thought about our assignment, I mean, everything was just clicking left and right. And I mean, that's the one thing that we need to come out with the next game in the very beginning is just to stay focused and not get so hyped up that you forget about your assignment and your technique.
Well, how much of an emotional hit you guys take when you make this great comeback and then you see a couple of plays like that just end the thing? How tough was that just to deal with emotionally?
Yeah, I mean, I can say that games like these definitely hurt the most. Just because you're right there, and you can almost taste and smell and feel the victory, and then just like any moment, it can just be taken away like that. And that's what really hurts the most. And I mean, you hate every single loss. You want to win every game, but I mean, those ones right there, they definitely do hurt you a lot.
Mar, what did you tell Gamblin and Preston?
I mean, when I walked up to Gamblin, I mean, he was in the locker room. I mean, he wasn't in a great mood at all. I just went up there and I told him, I was like, hey, Gamblin, man, first off, like, I love you, man. Like, no matter how big of a mistake you make, like, I'm still here for you. And all I do is I expect you next week is just to come back and practice just as hard as you have been. Don't let this carry over. Don't let this carry over to next week. And I mean, I just had to let him know that I'm here for him. There was no any negative negative vibes towards him because he already has enough of that. So that's just what I gave it to him.
Did you guys think it would be a tight game like this?
Yeah, I expect the UTEP to be a great team. I mean, they're just like I figured they'd be just like us, just an improving team year after year. I never think lightly of any single opponent because when you do, that's when you get caught. And I just think that we came out here so amped and emotional that, I mean, as an offense, we might have just lost our focus in the beginning.
Dakota, Coach Davie, just told you guys were kind of wobbly in the first half, talking about offense and defense. What's your impression of how you guys played in the first half, and talk about turning around a little bit in the second half defensively?
I feel like we definitely came out a lot better in the second half, and we just need to have that juice the whole game and have that enthusiasm. That's one thing that we didn't have in the first half.
Do you think it was because of maybe nerves and stuff like that? Because you want to do so well, you've been working all this time, and and the defense supposedly better.
I don't really think it's a nerve thing or anything like that. I think it's just a mental side where guys just need to be ready to play.
What about you as far as how you feel about defensively? Because I know you guys have been pretty hyped up and ready to go. And are you disappointed about how things worked out?
Yeah, I'm definitely disappointed. I mean, we didn't get the win, but I definitely thought we showed a good fight towards the end. And in that second half, like I said, we just need to come out and do that the whole game. And we can't just wait till the second half every game.
In the second half, was it just players making assignments, or did it just come down to players?
I feel like assignments, and we knew kind of what they were going to do, or comfortable. I think a lot of guys were a little shaky going out there, and including myself, we all got comfortable in the second half. We felt like it was coming better. We knew it was coming. We knew what we could expect.
Did they do anything that surprised you?
Not really. We knew pretty much what they were going to do coming in. A lot of film study. They put in a couple different plays, but overall, we knew what was coming.
Changing
No, we just coaches talked to us, and told us we have to go out there and play like it's a new half and bring the enthusiasm this time. And we were back on our heels a little bit, and I think guys realized that, and we stepped it up out there and put up a fight. But like I said, we need to do that the whole game, including myself. And I need to bring the energy to all the other guys. And I feel like if we did that, we'd be able to pull it out.
Not the outcome you wanted, but how do you do? I mean, do you just shake it, forget about it like now? You walk out of this game's over.
We have 1-2 days, maybe Monday too, to look at it and correct the mistakes, and then it's on to the next one. We're going to the next game, we move on, and we take it as a learning opportunity.
Do you feel like defensively, though, that you guys are taking the steps needed to make those changes?
Definitely, we have a great scheme, and we know what to do. It's just the part of doing it. We need to go out there and just execute.
You guys didn't allow that many big plays in the second half. Does that kind of fall into your comfort, getting comfortable?
Definitely. The second half, like I said, we came out more enthusiastic, a lot more energy. We were more comfortable. First game, maybe that's what it was, a little jittery. But second half, we definitely stepped it up.
Anything else for Dakota? Thank you.
Cool.
Thanks, Dakota.
Yeah, no problem.